安安安安，我应该说恭喜吗？10点也没有到熬夜吧？应该还好吧？好啦，那就你平常都10点睡，好强哦！哦，你说关台的话哦，那你加油哦！也才12点，还好不？好，那就继续。Go go！ 哦，等下要按一下，每一次都忘记。
This trip to the countryside will be good for you, Holmes. As your friend and your doctor, I really do recommend that you give yourself a complete change of scene. Fresh air, brisk walks, bird watching, chopping wood.
Sounds intolerable. I mean, certainly it sounds delightful.
But you haven't yet told me who your friend is. The one we're going to visit.
He is a bee lover.
A bee lover? Do you mean that he keeps bees?
Anna, baby Anna.
That must be Mrs. Hudson, bringing the warm cloth that I requested.
There is someone to see you, Mr. Holmes.
I have no time. Send whoever it is away.
Yes, Holmes, I really think we ought to leave now.
Mycroft.
Sherlock.
Oh, Mr. Holmes? Perhaps you don't remember me. I'm Dr. Watson. We met at the Diogenes Club a few years ago. I documented our encounter in a short story I gave the title The Greek Interpreter.
He does remember you, Watson. My brother remembers everything, and that is why he is so valuable to the government.
We're about to depart for the train station.
I know.
You know?
Sherlock, I need your help. There are people who presently threaten both our country and the Crown itself. You must help us with those methods of yours.
Need help. Those are not words I would readily associate with you, Mycroft.
I wrote you a letter, but you did not reply. And this is not
对话说
about...
声音 OK 哈。
It's about people. People similar to those whom you pretend to defend in your petty detective affairs.
Everything is about politics with you, Mycroft. I'm not interested. Have some of your agents, your spies, or worse, undertake this job of yours. You are defending your people, and they have little to do with the people I choose to help, I can assure you.
That is the point. You think exactly as they do.
Who are they?
The Merry Men. He is talking about the Merry Men, a band of idealistic terrorists.
Sherlock, do please think about it. They are planning something diabolical. Your country needs you.
You need me, Mycroft, and you are not the country. Although if your waistline expands very much further...
Mrs. Hudson, tea will not be necessary. Dr. Watson, the train conductor, Mr. Parker, is aware that you will be 7 minutes late. You are in the 4th car. The train will be waiting for you.
有安安。
Enjoy your time in Staffordshire.
对啊，我刚刚用的开台
And
通
do
知。
please at least write to me on your return.
我真的是笑死哎！他好像很呛哦。哎，我怎么有鱼叉？ 所以我现在要干嘛？偷看华生的房间 ，Yeah，偷窥です的。这是他写小说的地方，是不是？这啥哇，他的床看起来好可怜哦，好小一张。现在很双人床，现在单人床也不会这么小了吧？ Go go.
Look after Mrs. Hudson for us, Toby.
Yeah, go go. What the f... 哈？为什么要看他？什么意思
My analysis table. It is useful for my work.
Holmes, please call a cab while I pack my suitcase. We should be late for the train.
A map of London and the surrounding area. It could be useful.
我是在同情他，我哪有在呛他？被告案侦破。
This is where I keep my post.
所以我要去叫马车。 哪里有电话？还是其实不是电话？我应该要直接怎样
？Holmes, please call a cab while I pack my suitcase. We should be late for the train.
马车楼下。
Watson, I'll hold a cab for us. We leave in 5 minutes for the station.
为什么会没有床睡？怎么那么可怜？ 没事啦，打地铺也舒服啊。买一个那个很便宜的、很厚的床垫，保证睡到很舒服。
What a gloomy night! It was warmer inside the waiting hall.
Since the station master told us that the train is about to arrive, we should not have to wait very much longer.
话说这样穿福尔摩斯好帅哦！好喜欢他戴帽子哦。
I'll take your bags and your blasted archive suitcase. But Holmes, the headlight, it's faded away.
Something is wrong. I can't hear any sound from the incoming train.
Excuse me, sir. Can you explain what has happened?
I don't know. It's as if the train vanished into thin air.
该不会脱轨了吧
Quick, fetch a lantern and let us take a look.
还是车长怎么了
It's too dark. Only fog and rails, nothing else.
There is no use in stumbling around here at night. We will come back tomorrow.
很好，模拟器时间是不是？
Well, here we are again at Evesham Station. We have a full day ahead. Let us begin our investigation.
What should we do next, Holmes?
这是车，这是那个耶！我在什么秒速5厘米看到过取暖用的等候室。刚那是垃圾吗？对，垃圾。怎么我的档案吗？谁的档案？我这样等下会不会撞？什么意思？哦，侦探模式。我刚刚是切换到中文模式的啦。 我要用 tape。
This is the place where we saw the train vanish last night.
Railway sleepers. Nothing unusual. A discarded item, possibly thrown from the train. There are no tracks or footprints on the ground. The rails have not been touched. There's nothing unusual here. There are no signs to indicate that the train ran off the track, nor are there any other traces. There is nothing whatsoever. There are no clues. But then, a negative result is also a result.
Oh, I see what you're getting at. No clues and you're smiling.
Yes, Watson, I do smile on occasion. This mystery appears very promising. This investigation won't be simple. We shall require a map of the region.
Perhaps the station master could lend us one. The whole train just disappeared. It's unbelievable.
哎呀，按错了。啊，这个真的好想用手把。哎，什么意思？这是镜头吗？不是啦，不可能是鬼故事。福尔摩斯的故事里面，通常都是人装鬼，或者是就是人吓人、吓死人的部分啊，不太可能会是鬼故事。如果是鬼故事，那就代表这个同人作品做的不是很好哦，直接打个叉叉。
Good morning. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my friend and colleague, Dr. Watson.
Yes, I remember you. I'm Station Master Everett. You were here last night. So, you are Mr. Holmes, the great detective. Will you be investigating what happened?
I shall indeed.
It is extraordinary that an entire train could disappear like that. And to think of all the poor people inside it, the passengers, the driver.
为什么这一代完全没有限时间啊？我很惊讶这件事情欸。难道是我没有调到难度吗？虽然说这样是可以啦，没差啦。
Could you please give us any details about the train?
Well, there was nothing so very special about it. At least not that I can recall. My memory's not what it used to be. However, if you need it, you can have the train composition report. It's inside my office.
I would be glad to have a detailed map of the local railway district.
But of course, please.
是没有被喜欢被时间追着跑，只是觉得很奇怪，就是怎么会这样？
The entire train has disappeared. It's a disaster.
这是他的办公室吗？啊，不是。啊，这是哪里？哎
Railway post bags.
好晃，好晃。好晕哦，我们慢慢走好了。嗯，办公室。哎。这里，应该是这里。吗
An old locomotive bell. This part is probably from a locomotive. This place serves as a storage area for the station.
哦，是仓库。
This part is probably from a locomotive.
不能开。按他的办公室在哪
Holmes, how is it even possible for a train to disappear?
福尔摩斯没有要理他的意思，直接没有想要理他哎、欸，不能进去，好吧，还是上面可以进去。好，不行。
The entire train has disappeared. It's a disaster.
还是我没有要去他的办公室吗？他不是说他办公室里面有档案？还是这里侧边？这里哦，找到了。
A new telegram.
I think we should meet this Mr. Robinson.
正在。
Here is the train set.
编程。
A telegraph.
垃圾桶。没有，没得调查了。好，走。没东东了。走，好晕啊！在小的地方走路好晕哦。
According to the train composition report, there was a special wagon. What does that entail?
That's a highly secure car, ordered by a private party. It is generally to carry something of value. Those wagons have iron walls, you know, without any windows. And they're fitted with a complex key lock.
That is important information. Do you know what was inside this particular wagon?
Certainly not. No, that's private. And it's not my responsibility to allot the wagons to whoever.
See you later, my good man.
OK， 货物。查明特殊。
The entire train has disappeared. It's a
货
disaster.
物。它在这里吗？好像没有，那应该就是去哪？哇！这真的是很需要靠自己的想象呢。还是仓库？这个门又打不开。附近地形的地图。不是，这个一点帮助都没有。
The entire train has disappeared. It's a disaster.
还是我要直接跑过去？有这么嗨吗？啊，还是我要回到马车上啊，白痴！应该是哦。88。有对。感觉很关键哎，这是什么？ 不是吧 ？Hello， 他不是说给了我地图吗？啊，我知道了，这些人是不是？哈 ？What the fuck？ 啊，等一下，我刚错过了什么吗？我刚错过了什么吗？
The whole train just disappeared. It's unbelievable.
哎，哦，这里周边地图不是？那我们要调查货车，也没东西可以调查啊。我刚错过了什么吗？我思路断掉了，完蛋了！他不让我重啊，可以重看一次。啊，这是上一个。请用钉在哦。华山，你有点挡路，妈呢，好不好？钉在大厅里啊，不就是大厅？哦，这里。
This map will be useful.
嘟嘟。查明车厢。好，然后嘞，看一下，他的职责不在他。再去问他一次，喂。
Was there anything exceptional about any of the passengers aboard the train?
What do you mean? Like officials? I wouldn't know. Oh, but now that you mention it, yes, there was something. There was a message from Bridlington Station saying that the train had been delayed because of an issue with the passengers. But what kind of problem that they didn't say?
That is interesting. You mentioned a problem at Bridlington Station. I should like to visit this station. Could you mark it on the local map?
Of course. It's a suburban railway station. You might take a cab there.
See you later, my good man.
Go! 这样应该没什么讯息吧？哎，还是没有。
Holmes, how is it even possible for a train to disappear?
这里有什么？你好啊。
This is an absolute scandal. It's always the same with these rail companies. No respect for the customer.
他的地毯式搜索。
Please calm down, sir. What is your concern?
Concern? What is my concern? I'll tell you what my concern is. Last night I were on the train as usual with my colleague, heading home. Then along came this ridiculous ticket inspector, who started arguing that our tickets were invalid. He made us get off the train, and he was extremely rude about it.
Were you aboard the train that vanished last night?
Yes, I heard that it disappeared. But I don't care because we would have stopped before then anyway. Our tickets were valid and no doubt about it. And then, to top it all, the ticket inspector pushed everyone else out too, except for a bunch of rich. Well, because their type don't need a ticket.
Can you recall anything more specific about this fortunate group?
Well, yes. They were all foreigners. Spanish-looking toffs with snake eyes.
Goodbye, sir.
人真好，这样就把情报都告诉我们了。
Good day to you, sir.
Good day. To whom am I speaking?
My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is...
Are you a representative of this damned railway company? Because I have a complaint.
We are not from the railway company. We are...
Well, in that case, Mr. Shamrock Flomes, please excuse me, but I'm not in the mood for idle chit-chat at the moment.
他很犟哎。这是有钱人是不是？
You must be Mr. Robinson, is that correct?
Yes?
I am leading the investigation of the disappearing train. It would help if you could answer my questions.
Ah, well, all right. I have nothing to hide.
I presume it was you who placed the order for the special wagon.
Yes. It was to transport my valuable prototype safely to London. My prototype is a revolutionary device. It is capable of producing electricity. I'm a businessman and an engineer. I had already found several potential customers for my invention. But I was very optimistic about the directors' board who were travelling on the train.
他们应该是直接干走那些东西吧。
You mentioned a directors' board. Which company do they own?
The Chilean Barcazes Company. I had made an appointment with them. Now they are lost, along with the train and my prototype.
What do you know about the Barcazes Company?
It's a large South American company. They showed a great deal of interest in my prototype, and they seemed wealthy enough to do business with.
This revolutionary machine of yours, was it very valuable?
For God's sake, sir, it is priceless. It could change the world we live in, and yet I was selling it for almost nothing. I am a humanitarian, you see. I do not know if I will ever be able to get over this disaster. I cannot believe that it disappeared with that damn train.
Mr. Robinson, could you please clarify? Were you traveling alongside your prototype?
感觉就跟那个
Yes, I was.
福尔摩斯他
But
哥
I had to
讲
step
的
off the train.
一
And
样，
all because of this
就是有
stupid
关联。
station master.
I received a telegram declaring that an important person, a Mr. Bromsby, wished to see you in the waiting room. I merely informed you of this.
Mr. Bromsby is a wealthy gentleman. His interest in my invention was truly unexpected. So yes, of course, I agreed to see him. Unfortunately, he wasn't there. I thought perhaps he might have been delayed, so I chose to wait a while. But despite my requests, the train left the station without me. Absolutely unacceptable.
The timetable is strict. We cannot wait any longer. The regulations require the train to be on time.
You are an idiot. You will pay for it. I will sue you.
I will sue
The
you.
ticket inspector forced all the passengers from the train, except for the directors of the Barcazas Chilean.
是蛮好客的啦，但是可以理解为什么他会那么不爽，毕竟他所有有价值的东西全部不见欸，他一定哭哭。
It's a scandal, an absolute outrage.
车长，你有没有什么话要跟我说？
Good day to you, gentlemen. How may I help you?
Good day to you, sir. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I am investigating the unfortunate disappearance of last night's train.
I see. I'm Station Master Bertram, but my supervisor has not informed me about this. I do not know if...
Do not worry. I have only a few questions. Station Master Everett from Evesham told us that you reported a problem with some passengers last night.
Indeed. This train is a regular line for those who work at Nottingham. But yesterday, everyone was asked to get off the train here at my station. I've no idea why, and it delayed the train. But the worst of it is that now I have to deal with two furious passengers who are complaining about the company's service. They stayed here the whole night, but people do not usually pay much attention to the regulations, you see. There are very strict and clear rules. Paragraph 234 of Article 2G-43 states that in the event of a complaint, you must...
Yes, thank you. I understand.
问我是表示我不是很想听你抱怨这些，不是很重要哦。
Apart from the passengers disembarking, did you notice anything else that was unusual last night?
I did, and I mentioned it in my report to our higher management on the matter.
What was it?
Sorry, but I can't tell you. The station master's reports are confidential.
Confidential, you say? How long have you been working here?
I've worked here long enough to be quite capable of managing a railway station.
一定，Q，
Let me speak frankly, Mr. Bertram. Your age and your lack of confidence in your position are quite apparent. You cannot deny that you have only recently completed your studies.
I was at the top of my class.
Listen here, young man. I am aware that you wish to protect yourself behind all these regulations, but I represent the law.
And you are obstructing the investigation of an important case. I would suggest that you cooperate with Mr. Holmes. Think of your career.
觉得他们只是在虚张
I'll tell
声
you
势
everything. First of all, I scolded the ticket inspector, for it was he who asked the passengers to leave the train. It was not his right to do so. He was very rude. And then, later on, I received a most peculiar telegram from my colleague at Chesterfield Station, the next stop along the line.
What did the telegram say?
Well, that was the peculiar thing. It was almost unreadable. It was full of errors and awfully vague. It was hard to understand if the train had correctly passed that station or not. You can read it for yourself.
We ought to visit Chesterfield Station. We need to confirm if the station master saw the train or not.
Hmm? 怎么了？他为什么叫我用这个模式？哦，也太小了吧！
The insurance policy for Robinson's machine. A significant sum.
也有可能是诈保那个诈领保险金。
Don't touch anything, please.
Oh.
Holmes, how is it even possible for a train to disappear?
According to this document, you have insurance for your prototype.
Oh, thank God. Where did you find it?
Near the telegraph station.
I must have lost it when I tried to send a message, which I was prevented from doing.
I apologise for that, but regulations state that public access to the telegraph is strictly prohibited.
Upon my word, you keep on digging that hole of yours. You have no idea who I am.
年轻人果然还是年轻人，他都已经快要把你杀了，你还在那边。
Why don't you leave it in the luggage room?
I've had other things to think about. I lost my prototype, and this idiot station master just stands here doing nothing to help.
Oh, but...
Well, that won't do at all. Station master, I believe that the regulations state that any passenger luggage should be taken to the luggage room.
I'll do it right away, sir. Sorry, sir.
This Robinson is quite a character. We should learn more about him.
I will not move from here until I receive my refund.
It's a scandal. An absolute outrage.
哎，这是什么？你谁？不能跟他讲话。他不给我上去。点想要看一下这边的铁轨。到接线了。华正，你很挡路哎。是没东西。哦。啊，不对，我们要趁现在去偷看车长的那个东东。哎，这是哪
？Railway post bags. This gripsack belongs to Mr. Robinson.
I think we should open it, Holmes. This is what they call force majeure. I'll keep watch.
Of course.
好可爱哦。有了。
Look, Watson, a bundle of contracts. Very suspicious. We should study them carefully. An exclusive. Mr. Robinson is the seller. Yet another exclusive. Mr. Robinson is the seller.
哈，等一下，香港。
Yet another exclusive sales contract.
他也卖给太多人了吧？
Mr. Robinson is the seller.
那他就有鬼啊！
Yet another exclusive sales contract. Mr. Robinson is the seller. Well, it is very clear that this Mr. Robinson received prepayments from various people for his machine.
This Robinson fellow seems suspicious to me.
不可能。
I'm always wondering what's on your mind, Holmes.
笑死。
I will not move from here until I receive my refund.
Don't touch anything, please.
还有哪里没调查吗？看一下。
It's a scandal.
这里有一间，哎，这是什么？啊，这就是刚刚那个，还有一间。哎，我刚来过，啊，我怎么跳过中间那一间？好哦。这边应该没什么东西吧？哦，看来是没有。好。好 ，Go go。
This bin is full of empty bottles.
A fishing advertisement.
等一下，我都不能买票。
I had thought that all station masters knew the Morse code, but apparently not.
感觉是有人冒充店长，不，这站长。
How could he fall asleep at work like this? Excuse me, sir. Wake up! Ah, his breath. He must have swallowed half a distillery.
And that explains the how.
By his sleeping off the alcohol, you mean? Wake up, please, sir.
What? The 18-hour-72 train has arrived?
Good day to you. We are investigating the disappearance of last night's train, and we should like to ask you a few questions.
好废的站长哦！他很喜欢看人家有没有已婚呢。
Were there any passengers who got off that particular train at your station last night?
No, nobody, it seems to me. Although I did not leave my office, so...
No doubt you were very busy.
You don't say. You can't ever get any peace around here. Now you have to send a telegram each time a train arrives and departs.
The station master Bertram from Bridlington showed me a strange telegram that he received from you last night. It concerned the train, but it was barely comprehensible.
他应该是多按了几下吧。
He's a fastidious little twerp, that Bertram. I remember everything quite clearly. It was late, and I was tired, but I did my work. So what? There's no need to be so petty.
You were not tired, you were inebriated. Tell me the truth now, or I shall not hesitate to document your state in my report.
My friend means that you will end up by being sacked from your position.
All right. So I was drunk. I don't remember all of yesterday, to be truthful to you. Please don't go harsh on me.
为什么他会喝
This
成
man
这
has
样？
consumed a considerable amount of alcohol. He's not entirely helpless yet, but...
It will not be long before he is. Obviously, his testimony cannot be trusted.
哦。 这不确定啦，这个还不确定，有没有经过还不确定。华生很像哎、然后他们两个真的超可爱的，福尔摩斯跟华生都我的，我走去哪里了？太恐怖了吧！可能要看一下外面来判断有没有经过。
There is no sense in asking the station master to open it. We shall have to pick the lock.
哇！好哦。这样没有结束吗？哎，哦。有了。
Bags were recently dragged here. French wine, a remarkable vintage. These bottles are too expensive for a station master's wage. They were likely taken
还敢干人家包裹啊！你这个站长！ 真的是丢人。
I'm always wondering what's on your mind, Holmes.
These tools were used quite recently. They are still muddy. We should ask about them.
感觉他有在钓鱼。
Railway post bags.
I'm always wondering what's on your mind, Holmes.
哎，这边还有一间。
A handcar wheelbase. Interesting. It appears that elements of the same construction were scattered everywhere. Watson, please tell me, do you believe in magic?
Of course not, Holmes.
Then you are of the opinion that a train cannot simply disappear.
不管是在故事里面还是这样，很常会用一个很奇怪的问题开头。
A little patience, Watson. You will understand.
然后华生就会什么意思？你到底什么意思
？Are you quite certain that you saw the train at Evesham Station?
Yes, of course. We saw it coming. The headlights and heard the whistle.
But
全部都可以
that is
做啊。
it. We didn't see the train itself.
But Holmes, I'm a little confused.
我懂了。假火车实验。
I should use the appropriate object here. I should use the appropriate object here.
什么意思？
I should use the appropriate object here. I should use the appropriate object here.
哎，他没有要让我装另外一边的轮子哦。哦，有。滚动，然后我还需要车头灯。还有什么可以拿？木板。
I should use the appropriate object here.
刹车器。
So, now here we have the fake train that we saw approaching Evesham Station last night.
Doesn't look much like a train to me.
Be patient, Watson, I haven't finished yet. Try using your imagination. Our train requires only a headlight and a steam whistle. We need to attach a headlight and a steam whistle.
哦，我们要去找，是不是？那就是上一个咯。
This Robinson fellow seems suspicious to me.
灭火器，我为什么要拿灭火器？哎。
I need something long for the headlight to be attached. I need something long for the headlight to be attached.
长长的东东。结果。长长的这个有。
The long pole is now attached. It will allow us to connect the headlight. The headlight is attached. The steam whistle is now connected.
Holmes, what can we do to make the steam whistle work?
It is elementary, my dear Watson. We shall need a fire extinguisher.
Oh.
The fire extinguisher. Now let us see what we have here. First of all, let us pump the pressure inside the extinguisher. The steam whistle is ready.
好奇怪的灭火器哦！以前的灭火器长这样哦。
Watson, I do believe that we have created an exact replica of the train that vanished in front of us last night. The criminal mind can be most inventive. I am somewhat in awe.
So such a thing is possible. If someone went to all the trouble of creating this fake train, then it was surely with the intention of stealing the real one.
Ah, Watson, you should not jump to conclusions. In fact, this does not tell us very much at all, except that the train did not evaporate.
可是完全可以理解那个它的使用方式，哎，好酷哦。
At any rate, we now need to find where the real train might be hidden. I suggest we use my archives to find a more detailed map of our surroundings.
Well, I hope that justifies our having to load your massive archive suitcase onto the cab. It made us extremely unpopular with our driver.
车夫表示啊，你们到底是要跑多远？他不是原本只要到那个地方而已吗？消失的更早，所以应该是在这边被调包的。
A fake train. Ha! What a clever and devilish trick.
而且这边又常年喝酒醉，所以不会发现有什么问题。这边有什么吗？看来是没东东。每个车站都有不一样的风貌，哎，这是啥？都。
Now we have 2 maps. We must combine them properly.
哎，这条在哪里呢？哦，这里，这里。哎，不对。这里吗？真的是这里吗
？Here it is. There is a side branch to the railway. Its first switch is located between Bridlington and Chesterfield stations. There is one more station to be visited. It is located between Chesterfield and Evesham, and there should be a side railway to the nearby quarry. There is a small section of a railway at the end of Evesham station.
老地图真的是。
This suitcase contains my archives. We can consult with it if needed. It is fortunate that we took it with us.
这是华生飞的哦，难怪他会觉得说你最好是给我用上，超重，笑死！哇，我们有3个地方要去哎，先这个好了，全部都是纸张，而且是以前的纸哎，有些搞不好还是牛皮什么之类的纸，我还不觉得重死。
The switch is rusted, but it still works.
Oh, there.
I'm always wondering what's on your mind, Holmes.
那真的是不得不说，哎，那感觉就是真爱啊！你搞不懂他，你还跟着他那么久，就这样而已。啊，这边就只有调查这个，调查分支的铁轨。分支的铁轨。是要调查什么？哎，这里。
This road should go in the same direction as the railway.
那我要调查什么？这片森林？啊！调查什么？
Mines. This is interesting. It would be quite possible for someone to redirect the train towards the mines.
Here are the mines, Holmes. They appear to be abandoned.
Nothing interesting here. Nothing interesting here. Nothing interesting here. Nothing interesting here. Nothing interesting here.
哦，看这个
Nothing interesting here.
轮子吗？什么意思啊？现在要怎样
Nothing interesting here.
嘿，
Nothing interesting here.
啊，你到底要我怎样？
Nothing interesting here.
啊，我对这个旁边的
Nothing interesting
也没有给我对啊。我要对哪？哦，这是那个哦。
Nothing interesting here. Nothing interesting.
哦，白痴哦。
The distance between the tracks is about 4 feet 8 inches.
这个游戏到底要多少是由我完全自己想的。而且是马车吧。
There is a wooden beam lying on the rails. A small vehicle with wooden beams went down this way.
等下，我外面的邻居是怎样？
This mine has completely collapsed, Holmes.
It is curious, but to be truthful, I am not entirely surprised.
It's difficult to follow you, Holmes.
Someone removed these screws, most probably to take down the rails. A few feet of the rails have been dismantled.
螺丝。纸包是什么？
This is an unusual kind of paper, stiff and dry. It was used for a specific purpose.
大概9%。你说哪里？大概9%。
Sawdust. I am almost certain it is a. Watson, could you assist, please?
炸药吗？
Pistol. Good. Fire at this package. 果然，消那个什么啊 TNT， 很久以前外面就是要放这种东东。车，所以火车在里面。 哦，你说东西自己想的部分是不是9×9？对呀、我全部都是完全自己想哎。这个就是没有引导会死的人，会死得很惨哦。啊，而且这一代好晕哦，我不知道为什么。 This box must be the safe. Let's open it.
那没好吗？这样够完整了。哎，不对耶，只有里面好了，外面没好。这里还没好。有了。
The Mexican company Caracao and the Chilean Barcazas both want to buy the mines. I need more information. Perhaps Mycroft could help.
Hmm. 不过说实在，这游戏多一点配乐就更好了。
What should we do next, Holmes?
这是一个超级靠脑袋的游戏，听起来有点恐怖的。 所以拆掉螺丝是为了要接到哪里去吗？还是他只是不想让别人觉得火车在里面？哇，过不去。这里下去会摔死吧？哦，他不给我摔，很好。应该没了，看一下，通往采石场。通往采石场这边吗？墨西哥人 vs 智利人。嘿。Hello, tell me.
The entire train has disappeared. It's a disaster.
调查那个，我们不是要调查他的支线吗？可是他不让我继续往前。好，那应该不是这里，这里啦，白痴哦，在这。
What should we do next, Holmes?
这里我还没来过吧？你谁啊？
A funny character. He looks anxious.
And he is not an Englishman.
完蛋！
This scent is familiar to me, but in order to recognize it, I must combine my
这是一个墨西哥帽吗？
picture.
太可爱了吧！热水加烟，这样很完美了吧？啊，要了要了。
cigar with a strong aroma, a hint of peppermint.
什么嘟嘟？什么东西？
Ricardo.
You already know the name of this man? Holmes, you amaze me.
No, Watson, I refer to the cigar. It is a Ricardo Tarrant, a Mexican cigar of an excellent quality. Quite an expensive one, too. This ashtray is full of ash and cigar stubs. Apparently, there was a conflict between the Mexicans and the Chileans. A greenish-brown cigar with a strong aroma, a hint of peppermint. These ashes and cigar stubs are similar to the one that we found on the floor. Some of the stubs were recently smoked. There are others that appear fairly old.
That means that the fellow spent several days here. Judging by his clothes, he's hardly a traveler or a tramp.
Well concluded, my dear fellow. A man who smoked the Ricardo brand of Mexican cigar spent several long days at Doncaster Station. This ashtray is full of ash and cigar stubs.
啊，对哈，我忘记跟他讲了。好。
Holmes, look. There's a flooded area over here.
I believe that the flooded area
这边
might
也
be
有可能
worth
把火车
checking.
开进去。那个蓝人呢？蓝人说话。哎，不对，这车长。车长说话。
Good day to you, sir. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is Dr. John Watson. We are investigating the case of the vanished train.
Is that so? Well, good day, gentlemen. I am Mr. Duff, the station master of this station. I'll be happy to help you in any way I can, but there's not much that I can tell you about last night.
为什么？
It appears that you may be at risk of some flooding along the line here.
You mean that the whole bloody lake is at our feet?
Quite so. But it is strange, because according to my map, there should be a quarry here, and behind that, the lake.
How should I know? I only arrived here a few months ago.
And where did you work before that?
他应该是离
I
婚
was
了。
working in Nottingham, but I asked for a quieter place, so they transferred me here. Life is cheaper. I can't really complain.
啊，好可怜哦。
Did any passengers leave or board the train last night?
No. I saw no one as usual. I reported the train's passage by telegraph. Just the same as all the other nights.
There was a gentleman of Mexican origin, I
感觉就
believe,
是
in the waiting room. Did you notice
离
him?
婚了，然后想要找个人静一静就调职了。
Here in the back of beyond. Are you quite sure about that?
Goodbye, sir. It is obvious that we cannot inspect the quarry. Instead, we can check the beach area around the flooded lake. Watson, it seems that both South American companies were involved in the purchase of the mine.
The man at Doncaster who fled our approach, he smokes Mexican cigars. Perhaps...
Yes, Watson. We should certainly speak with him.
还是先看看好了，有红色旗子耶。超级反光旗。湖边看看啊，湖边不就这样？鱼吗？啊，感觉他好难过哦，这好可怜哦。哎，等一下，有挖土。跟这个湖有关吗？可是插了一个站呢。又来。
Please, sir, we would ask you not to leave. We have some questions.
Are you the police?
No, we are employed by the railway company. We are collecting witness statements about the train that disappeared last night.
Lo siento, I'm in a hurry.
Really? It seemed that you were waiting
他
here
们
for
的
someone.
腔调真的是好
Could you
好
tell
玩
us if you
哦。
were at the station last night?
No, I just arrived from South America.
A formidable journey, no doubt. Which country are you from?
De Chile.
很好玩啊，他们每一个腔调都有特别做出来，耶，很明显呢。 没了吗？我还差一个哎。昂贵的雪茄就没了吗？啊，差一个嘞，那个在哪里？鞋子、裤子。哦。
Chile, but you are Mexican.
No, you are wrong. Why would you think I'm Mexican?
Because of your cigars.
Sí, cigarrillos. So what?
Those cigars are the Ricardo brand, from Mexico. It is quite impossible to find them anywhere but there.
Pero not your business.
I don't suppose that you are on vacation. What business brought you here?
I was to meet my fellow compañeros. Where did you arrive yesterday? They were on that damn train. I will stay here and hope that the authorities find them, or their bodies. It's now my responsibility to repatriate them.
Who authorized you to do that?
The company I work for.
Could you tell me the name of the company?
It's not your concern.
And what is your name?
Enough questions. Buenas tardes.
Not a very friendly man, and he is lying. He said that he just arrived, but we know that he has been here for several days.
他怪怪的。
What should we do next, Holmes?
没有要理我哎。好不啊。唉，英国腔真的好听，还是觉得很好听。所以要调查湖边，我们是要怎么调查？我们就只有这么一点点。这旗子也不给我调查，还是这个房子？看起来就怪怪的，但看起来里面有做东西吗？没有，开不了。再问一下这个站长。
You'll find nothing interesting here, I'm afraid.
哦，这里原来是对岸啊。
Here we are at the beach that is located near the quarry and Doncaster Station. It doesn't look like a very good place to rest. These traces were made by carriage. Look. The distance between the tracks is about 6 feet 7 inches. The vehicle would have been heavy, as these tracks are quite deep. The vehicle pressed this... These traces are relatively fresh and were made by a large truck loaded with materials.
我刚刚要调查熟头哎，怎么不给我调查了？我按太快了吗？啊，好吧。这样我是不是就少一个那个痕迹可以那个啦？不确定刚刚有没有按到石头。好吧，照来说他应该要可以摸起来调查才对。
An abandoned gypsy caravan. Observing the coastline and the moored boats, we are able to see that the lake's water level dropped. The lake has flooded the quarry. The dam was probably breached. A label with the name Las Zarpas.
这是什么？也有可能是火车丢进来这里，然后因为重量太重，它就压爆了一些东西，然后让整个水位下降。
This place was abandoned fairly recently.
但不确定，因为这是马车，所以有可能是把货物丢下去而已。他为什么要把货物丢下去？他不是抢着要吗？
An advertisement for lake cruises.
游轮，游轮，游轮。这也没东西。 那应该是没有了。看一下，使用电报了解。
My search should be focused.
拉斯扎帕。这个。 这里，
Here it is.
重型货物游艇运输公司。
This suitcase contains my archives. We can
好哟。好，应该没了。 看一下采石伊夫瑟姆站，哎，不对啊，这是。 调查有什么通往采石场的铁路分支？通往采石场。小麦吗？我已经忘记了，我只记得我是一个大主厨。盾卡，我看一下，电报，电报，电报。 先切尔， 先问一下这个好了，泥土的部分。是啊，那个酒醉的他在哪？哎，不对，哎，好像是这里吗？不是。这个是，所以是这边。哎，哎，站长在哪？这里。哦，怎么？哦，这里。哎。
I asked Mycroft to find out some information on the WEA Coal Company. Here is his reply, and it is an interesting one.
有2家公司自立的吧，2个都想要买。
What should we do next, Holmes?
You have quite a number of dirty tools lying around here.
Ah, yes. Well, thank you for reminding me. I should clean them. Although, it might be easier to put them outside. Seems it might start raining soon.
I meant, what were they used for?
Some workers come here and borrowed them from me. They wanted to lift the edge of the railway to one of the stations on the line, so that the water wouldn't come in too close.
Who were these workers?
Well, they didn't seem to be from the company, but they was fine lads. They invited me to share a drink. And whatever it was, it had a kick to it. They wasn't English. No, I don't believe so. But see, they knew just what a man needed to brighten up his dull evening.
感觉就是有意被灌醉的。
Ah, will I ever get any peace?
Holmes, I don't understand. Why do you care so much about this business with the mines?
看一下。调查伊姆。位于。先去这个好了。啊，这我不是来过了吗？啊，我要去跟那个智利人讲话，是不是？啊，没有啊。
You'll find nothing interesting here, I'm afraid.
他说这里需要被仔细调查，我还有哪里没有调查到吗？大厅的有3个门连接，哎，2个啊！我刚怎么数3个？
This post bag belongs to the station master.
哇哇！ 做了什么对不起的事？
The station master appears to have found himself in some financial trouble.
但是妻子告他，是不是？
Railway post bags.
我们要戳你伤心事喽。
You'll find nothing interesting here,
并
I'm
没有，是
afraid.
不是？哎，所以这个站长需要钱。是有可能跟他们合作的。
Railway post bags.
而且他说他最近快要可以还清了，
What should we do
一
next?
定有鬼。我的人物基本上已经弄完了，这边需要仔细被调查。我还有哪里没有调查到？就旁边那一间啊，可是又不能调查。这间不能开。这里我来过了吗？没有。
Newspaper articles on horse racing. Hurdle, steeplechase, and flat racing. He is a true enthusiast, Holmes.
Betting slips for horse racing. The sums are quite impressive.
It can be an expensive vice. This man had probably used all his savings.
A telegraph.
Hello， 我有办法跟你讲话了吗？你赌输了是不是？
I observe that you are a gambling man, Mr. Duff. You had hoped that your relocation to this small town might have helped ease your addiction, but it was not to be.
I beg your pardon. Addiction to what?
We found a number of horse racing tickets inside your office. Well, well, we all have our weaknesses. An expensive obsession, surely, for a station master.
It is none of your business. I occasionally attend the races with my colleagues. And anyway, that's my private life.
Goodbye, sir.
调查完成。然后伊夫瑟姆站铁路分支。伊夫瑟姆站的铁路分支，这个我到底怎么该调查那个小小的那个呢？ 所以有可能，这里的铁路分支，我是要去哪里查？
The entire train has disappeared. It's a disaster.
也没有铁路分支啊。铁路分支这里没地方给我去啊。但现在不是时候。通往采石矿，这个是不是？ 还有东西要找啊！这里还有东西要找吗？
The switch is rusted, but it still works.
嘿，这个要查什么啊？调查。 这里的铁路分支，我是要去哪里查啊？铁路分支。 啊，还是这个要再去看一次。我东西没找到吗？
What should we do next, Holmes?
不知道，我现在也不知道。哇！ 物品都找完了，我应该要去找一次，找他讲个话。 我还没有找到关键性证据呢。不对，他不在这里。完蛋。
This part is probably from a locomotive.
铁路分支。
The rails have not been touched. There's nothing unusual here.
它在哪？这吗？该不会不在这吧？这边是喝酒醉的那个。
I will not move from here until I receive my refund.
It's a scandal, an absolute outrage.
A telegraph.
Don't touch anything, please.
哇，完蛋！我想要干嘛？通往采石场的铁路分支。我到底还有什么可以调查的？好白痴哦！是这个啊、没有啊。哇，接下来要干嘛？还是我要看一下攻略。现在要干嘛？调查伊夫舍姆站的铁路分支。铁路分支就是这一坨嘛，应该是吧？还是到底是要怎样？看一下，调查位于切斯特和伊夫通往采石场的铁路分支。通往采石场的铁路分支，就是这个啊。可是这个。那不然你给我一点提示吗？我还有哪里没有调查完、欸？哪里有盲点啊？这个地方啊，刚刚就是说要调查这里啊，这里还有哪里可以调查、不调查完了吗？翻垃圾桶也没有，车长不想屌我们了。这里面没有东西了。
You'll find nothing interesting here, I'm afraid.
有什么东西亮亮的？还是这边？ 对啊，不然你帮我看一下嘛，我还有哪里没有找到？不对啊，我这边都找啦。那个很凶的墨西哥人没有要理我了，他甚至连讲话都不能讲话。我还少了什么？不是啊，调查通往采石场的铁路分支。通往采石场的铁路分支就是这一个啊。这个的铁路分支。我还有哪一个没有找吗？我东西都拿了呀，还是我现在要去我的马车后面
This suitcase contains my...
没有。收集品语差蛮好笑的。好，算了，今天就到这，完全没办法到一个结局。卡关了，不知道现在要干嘛。我调查都调查完了呀，我是觉得我调查完了呀，还有哪里没有吗？我觉得我都调查完了呢。这里问站长也没有回应呢。
What should we do next, Holmes?
不知道，华生，你要不要给我一点想法
？The entire train has disappeared. It's a disaster.
我也觉得太奇怪了，为什么没办法去调查那个什么分支呢？太奇怪了吧？这个啊，它有一个绿色点点啊，它没有给我可以调查的那个。难道我要用跑的吗？没那么白痴吧？是往这里啦，还是我要找那群人讲话？不是，福尔摩斯，接下来要干嘛啊？这里也没有啊，没东东啊。这车站是没问题的啊。他也不给我问分支，还是外面的那些人。可是如果是外面的那些人，应该要早就可以讲话了。 好，对，没有好，今天先到这好了，一时不知道要怎么办。好，今天就开到这，也刚好12点了，那就这样啦，大家晚安晚安，啵啵啵啵啵，大家早点休息，啵啵。我很想去问那几个人呢，讨厌。好啦，啵啵啵，大家早点休息哦，晚安。